Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and how to assemble this Black & Decker portable air conditioner. So hopefully it comes to you shipped like this. We're going to cut these shipping straps off and see if the box lifts straight up. So if you look on the top of the box, there aren't directions on how to open this. So we are going to have to cut the tape here, but be very careful. Okay, so I did cut the top tape. Be very careful. Don't let the blade go too far in. There is a tube and there is some electrical connection. So when you're cutting this top tape, just barely cut it. Don't go into the box very. So let's remove all of these components. Okay, so the electrical cord's you have to wind that through this opening, but now you can lift this off and there's how it comes out. Now be careful, these are plastic pieces that you're gonna need. These fell off to the side there. Okay, so I was able to lift it off of the foam. There's kind of like some handles on the side. And once you get it off that foam, it will roll around. So I never had to, you don't want to lay these on their side. You want to keep them upright all the time because there's oil in a compressor that it needs to stay in the compressor. So if your unit was on its side, you're gonna have to let it stand and sit upright for a while. Okay, so there's not much to do. There's blue tape on each side. I'm gonna take the blue tape off. And then there's a plastic film on the control panel I'm going to take off. And then this warning talks about letting it sit in the upright position for 24 hours if it's been on its side. Now around back, we've got a drain plug on the very bottom. Now this drain plug was not installed, so we want to make sure we put that on. Okay, so this drain just kind of fits on there with friction. Make sure that's on. Make sure this plug is on also. Now, the way this operates is you're going to have hot air coming out here. So we need to vent this duct. You're going to put a duct on here. That's going to go out your window. This is the intake for the air conditioner. So you will have to take this off once in a while and clean this screen. It will get some dust on it. And again, this thing does have wheels on it. And then your cold air is going to come out right here. Okay, so here are the parts that came out of the box. You're going to need these for the window. Here's that exhaust duct. You're going to have to put this piece onto this. It's got a remote. It's got batteries. Okay, so the remote control comes with 2 AAA batteries. Just make sure you put your batteries in. Observe polarity. And so the screen will display a temperature whenever you install the batteries. So this duct will get bigger. It's like an accordion. It will pop out. Okay, so expand this all the way. You're gonna have to screw this adapter on. See how it's got like threads on this side? So those are threads. That's what's gonna screw on to this. Okay, so getting this adapter on can be kind of tricky, but if you screw it on counterclockwise, those threads should go in those little grooves. Then you gotta do the exact same thing with this. You've got to put this on the end of that by turning it counterclockwise. Okay, so now we've got both those adapters connected. This is what's going to go onto the air conditioning unit. This is going to connect to those pieces that we're going to put on the window. The hot air has to come out of this. Okay, so you're going to simply snap that. There's a groove here and an opening there. That's going to snap on so that it's on there nice and tight. Okay, so now you need to find these plastic pieces. There's going to be one with a cutout, but it's going to have a plastic screw or just a knob here with some tape over it. Take that out so that we can take this out. This is what's going to go in your window so that you can exhaust this. Now there are all kinds of different possibilities. It can go sideways. It can go, the typical is going to be left to right, like you're going to open your window and then put it left to right. But if your window goes left to right, then you can put it up down like that. Okay, so this piece will slide in and out of there now. Now you're going to use these metal screws to get your proper width. So this will slide in and out and then slide this piece on. Now we don't ever want to cover this up, but we can get the depth of our window or the length of our window by sliding these in and out and then using these metal screws to fix it. Okay, so see how I have this installed? Now this piece is going to slide onto here, but I need to cut it. You can see if I slide it on there, it's going to be too wide. Make sure you've got this at the opening where the window comes down. You don't want it on this sill because then the window needs to come down and touch it right there. Okay, so you're going to have some foam that comes in your box take these little pieces, that's got tape on the bottom. You're going to stick that tape to wherever this rests. So stick that tape there so that when this will seal, make a perfect seal when it's sitting on there. And also put the other one on this top part here so that when you close the window, it'll seal the gap. Okay, so now that you've got that installed, you've got this thicker foam. So anytime you raise your window, there's going to be a gap here so air can get up here. So you're going to put this thicker foam along here to stop that gap, to letting air out. Okay, so the next part's a little tricky. You got to snap this into this bracket here without pushing it out the window. So that should snap in on the top and the bottom to create an airtight seal. And there's how it should look. Okay, so it looks like it is going to have to sit about a minimum of 10 inches away from the window to make room for all that ductwork. Okay, so the cord is 5 feet long. You got to have a 3-prong outlet when you plug it in. Make sure this is like a GFI, so make sure that is pushed in. Okay, so I've got everything. Let's power it on for the first time.